Jacob and his family are traveling to the promised country. But when they come close by, Jacob thinks, but what about Esau? Will he still be angry? He makes a plan and asks 2 messengers to go to Esau and tell him that Jacob is coming. When the messengers return and say, "We went to your brother Esau, and now he is coming to meet you, and 400 men are with him," Jacob gets very scared. What can you do when you are scared? Jacob knows. He starts praying. "Oh God, you promised to be with me wherever I would go. Please, I'm not worthy, but think about what you promised and rescue me from Esau." Then Jacob makes a big present for Esau. He takes servants, and one by one they have to go with a herd of animals. The first one with goats, then one with camels, one with cows, one with donkeys. And he says to the servants, "When my brother Esau meets you and asks, 'Who do you belong to and where are you going? And who owns all these animals in front of you?' then you are to say, 'They belong to your servant Jacob. They are a gift for you, and he is coming behind us.'" Jacob also divides his wives and children and servants and let them go in 2 different camps and cross already the small river in front of them. He says to Rachel, "You need to stay as far as possible in the back," because he loves Rachel and Joseph so much. That night Jacob remains by himself. Suddenly there's another man who starts fighting with Jacob. They wrestle the whole night. The man asked him, "What is your name?" "Jacob," he answered. Then the man said, "Your name will no longer be Jacob, but Israel, because you have struggled with God and with humans and have overcome." When Jacob realizes it was the Lord himself who came to see him, he calls the place Peniel. The next morning Esau arrives with all his people. Jacob bows down 7 times to find grace in the eyes of his brother. But Esau is so happy to see his brother again. He hugs and kisses him. And then Jacob introduces his family. And Esau asks, "But what about all the animals that I saw?" Jacob said, "That's a present for you." Then Esau says, "But I'm already so rich. I have so much." Jacob said, "Please accept it, because I have everything." That is special to hear. But what does it mean? You can be rich, but only when you know the Lord. Then you have everything you need. Esau wants to travel together with Jacob. But Jacob refuses and said, "No, I will just follow you. I can't go that quick as you and your men. I have little children and animals." Jacob travels further, but there's one thing the Lord needs to remind him about. "Jacob, do you remember what you promised me? Go back to Bethel and build me an altar." How quickly can we forget to be thankful for all the blessings the Lord gives us? But God is faithful, and he repeats the promises to Jacob. Not long afterward, something sad happens. Rachel gives birth to a little son, but dies at that moment. Jacob calls his son Benjamin. Also, Father Isaac dies. Esau and Jacob come together to bury him. Maybe you get scared when you think about people dying or about yourself dying. But remember, when you love Jesus, he will be with you in that moment as well, and then you can be with him forever.